Hey guys, it's Becca. Today is the third Thursday of October, so that means we're doing yoga, and our theme is about the wilderness. And so I just wanted to share something really quick with you. I was listening to a podcast the other day on prayer by Pete Grigg, and it was really amazing. It had nothing to do with the wilderness, but he did mention Psalm 23 and how when it says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." He's not going to fear because God's right there. And I don't know why. Like, I've heard that verse a bazillion times, right? But for some reason, it just like hit me. And I'm like, oh wow, He's with us in the valley of the shadow of death. And we might be scared, but like, He's right there. So that was really cool. And just to think that He's with us in those wilderness times. He's not way far away, like, you're okay, don't worry, but He's like right there, holding our hand, arms around us. I'm here in this valley of the shadow of death with you. Anyways, I thought that was really neat. And that's something that I know, like in my head, but I need to know it. And I feel like that's going to be a practice and a like reiterating it and talking about it and thinking about it and praying about it and memorizing it, so that I actually know it. Because until I know it in my heart and in my soul, I'm not going to live that way. So I just want to encourage you as we do our little yoga. It's just a few stretches I want to show you. But as you're doing that, I just encourage you to pray and praise God for that and thank Him for it, and really practice knowing that He's with us in the toughest times of life, even though it doesn't feel like He is sometimes. So yeah, as far as yoga, I've noticed that in those times where I'm feeling really stressed, or like a lot of pressure's on me, or I feel alone or scared or whatever, that I carry it in my body. I carry it in my legs. And I know whether you're stressed or not, if you're on your feet, you have a family, whatever, you're working, you are going to have tired legs and a tired back. If you don't, please, who are you? This is amazing. Anyways, so you have to actively stretch and make sure you take care of your body. And so I'm going to show you a couple ways to unlock those muscles in your legs, hips, psoas, lower back, because a lot of tight legs and lower back can just really throw your back out. I have recently been doing this because my child, and I haven't been stretching like I should. Even though I'm a yogi, doesn't mean you can't get injured. So anywho, so yeah, I want to show you those little stretches. Okay, I think there's 4 or 5. And I would encourage you, make a cup of tea, get a pillow, blanket. I'm wearing a hoodie and my husband's pants because, you know, cozy's the best. And it's nighttime. I'm going to go to bed here in a little bit. So I encourage you just to be nice and chillaxed. So first stretch is just a plain lunge. If you're uncomfortable, if your knee's uncomfortable, you can be on a pillow. It's super flex, okay? Lunge, you don't want your knee to pass your toe. Your back foot's pointing straight behind you. And you just want to settle in. These pants aren't very giving. You want to settle in. You'll feel it right here. Oh yeah, baby. And you can have your hands here, down. You can even balance if you want to. I'm going to do this because it's most comfortable. And you just want to take a deep breath. And when you exhale, deepen the stretch, okay? No bouncing, nothing like that, because you don't want to hurt it. Okay, you can rock back. Straighten this front leg, flex those toes. And then back to the other side, okay? Yes. Now I'm not going to show you all these stretches on both sides. I would hold that for a while. A minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you got time for. And then do the other side, okay? Now I'm going to show you this other side. I'm going to do a different stretch. So you start in the lunge position, right? But then this back foot, see this back foot? Instead of pointing straight back, you're going to pivot it in towards your body. In towards your body. And then pivot your body facing out and do the same thing. So you're really leaning in. That is gonna work this psoas muscle right here. It's a big fat muscle that pretty much connects your lower body to your upper body. So it goes up inside your leg, through your pelvis, and then it connects to the back like right above your hips, okay? So a lot of back pain comes from that psoas. So from the other side, that would look like this. You pivot it in, pivot your body, make sure that knee's not going over the toe. You'll feel it in that psoas, okay? What's the other one? Oh, frog. This is my least favorite stretch of all time. I like to do pillows because it just makes me sweat. So frog, you can make it easier or harder, whatever you want. So the closer your feet are together, the easier it's gonna be, okay? You're gonna widen your legs and just try to settle into the ground. Now, the goal is to get your feet further and further till you look like a frog. Your feet are flexed out. Your, I can't think. Your knees at a 90-degree looking angle, right? And even further if you want. But the further out your feet goes, the more uncomfortable it's gonna get, okay? And the goal is just to lay here for a while. Try to relax, take deep breaths, and really let your body just settle in, and it does wonders for the back, I'll tell you. It really does. Okay, so there's that one. Other one is on your back. You can put your right foot on top of your left knee and lock your fingers underneath that leg and pull forward. This is gonna stretch this outer hip muscle. Ooh, it feels so good. You also can push up on this outer knee to give a little more, okay? Another way of doing this that's a little more, it gives a little bit deeper of a stretch, but it's a little awkward for some people, is pigeon. So you can start in tabletop position. You just bend your knee, set it in front of you, and settle on back, making sure you keep your hips nice and square, not rocking to one side or the other. Stay as straight as you can and really settle in this hip towards the ground. You'll feel it on the outer hip and you'll feel it right here in this leg, okay? So that's another way of doing it. Last stretch is goddess pose. You're gonna put your feet together and lay them on the ground and just let your knees drop. You can widen your arms, really just get comfy. This is one of those stretches where you just wanna do it for a while. So if you have 3 to 5 minutes just to lay here like this or longer, it's great. If you don't do this a lot though, move in between. Like don't lay here for 10 minutes for the first time ever doing the stretch because you'll be like, oh, after, okay? You also can put a pillow under each leg so it's not so uncomfortable and it's easier to do it for a longer period of time like this. Okay, so those are the stretches. I really hope that you feel looser and that stretching your legs for a little bit and spending some time doing that will help you with your back and with your, stressed out body. If you do want to do a little extra to kind of tie it all together, you can do some cat-cows, okay? Cows like this, dropping your belly, lifting your head and your pelvic area, and then cat looks like a cat. You arch your back, squeeze your shoulders, and push to the ground with your hands, with your knees, and with your toes. Just really push with everything you got, lifting your back towards the sky. Okay, so you can do those in a real fluid motion, nice and slow. You can even do a roll. To just, after unlocking those leg muscles, it can really help to do some sort of back movement because it's like it finishes it off and helps finish the job, if you know what I mean. Anywho, enjoy your cup of tea, snuggle up after you're done and pray and talk to God. Thank you for joining me. Bye.